Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We keep hearing that the United States is divided, culturally and politically. It's so divided like never before. Maybe with civil war, whatever. True or not true? And what do you do when they are divided like this? When the country is divided like this? Well, guess what? We're going to do what Hermann Goering, that bad guy from the Second World War and the First World War, said. When you want, to be united, to unite the people, the country, behind you, you tell them that they are under attack. And after you tell them they are under attack, you point out the enemy. And everybody's going to be going around you and support you in whatever you want to do. And you do other hanky-panky because people are united. You have over there an enemy ready to attack you. Well, the United States is kind of like divided. And this semi-conscious president of the United States of America, Biden, had his little speech a minute ago. Correct. And he said something about China that was, the State of the Union address. He said something very crazy, and here it is. But it reminded me of Hermann Goering, what he said. And this is what he said. If China, I'm quoting, if China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country. And I want to tell you down here how people reacted. Right here. This is how these guys don't bet against America, Biden said, who doesn't even know what's his name. He underscored, which prompted a chorus of USA, USA, USA chants. And again, it has never been a good bet to bet against America, end quote. All right, well, we are united now. We know who the enemy is, correct? Now we're going to, be united and keep our mouths shut, go to work, pay our taxes, and consume, watch the stupid TV with their idiot, whatever they present over there, and listen to Biden. So this article comes from Sputnik, and it is from 13 minutes ago, all right? Biden, as I said, if China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country. What are you talking about? The balloon? Okay, the balloon. All right, I think it's a stretch, but anyway. Over the last week, a Chinese weather balloon enchanted, or if you want to use a spy, I don't care, okay, enchanted American politicians and U.S. intelligence officials who alleged that the device was a surveillance in nature. So, okay, let's say it was. So, you surveilled the Soviet Union with your U-2s until they shut it down, one of them, and then you lied. Remember that incident? What, 1961 was it? Remember the U-2s, the black spy planes were flying so high that the Soviets could not destroy them, and the Soviets told them, don't do it, you're blah, 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 blah. And what did America say? F you, we don't care. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Is that the sovereignty that Biden is talking about here? So those U-2s were considered threatening to their sovereignty? Is that what it is? And remember what happened. And then the Russians nicely built some, I think it was a interceptor, an airplane, flew very high, shot one down, and then what happened? They caught one of the pilots, I don't know if there were more than one, but anyway, they caught the pilot alive, and then they said, we shot down a U-2. And what did the Americans say? No, you didn't, because we don't do that. Okay, and then what they did, they put the poor pilot in front of the cameras and said, yes, my name is Tom Jones, and I was flying the U-2, never come back plane, and they shot me down, and I blah, 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 blah. And what did the United States do? Okay, they exchanged him, I think, after a while. That's it. They swapped him with someone else. But was that a breach of sovereignty or threatening the sovereignty? There was an airplane, not a balloon. The airplane. They were flying whatever. And since then, the U-2s were like, I don't think so. All right, well, let's go back to this article. Oh, USA. Well, I'm glad they're so patriotic all of a sudden, and they're so nationalistic all of a sudden. So anyway, however, Chinese Foreign Ministry repeatedly stressed it was a civilian balloon meant for meteorological research. It was ultimately shut down over the weekend. US President Joe Biden remarked in his State of the Union address that should China threaten the nation, his administration will respond accordingly. What is a threat? What if I say, I'm going to punch you in the face? Are you going to respond, what? No, I'm going to punch you in the face? Or are you going to attack? Remember, the United States has, in its nuclear doctrine, it has preemptive strike. Russia does not have that, because Russians are bad. But the United States has the preemptive strike, nuclear strike, on any country that threatens their sovereignty, I guess. I don't know exactly the detail, but they have the preemptive. The other ones don't. So how does that make you? Who's the... No. Anyway, let's move on, right? Yeah. They have the preemptive, the other ones don't have the preemptives, but anyway. US, okay, make no mistake. He read the teleprompter. As we made clear last week, if China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country. Really? I know, it's something inside me that tells me you will not really. It makes me doubt that. I don't know, it's something. Biden vowed to the American public in reference to the downed Chinese balloon, the stole headlines over the last week. Okay, that stole the whole headlines. And we did. Oh my God, good job. Don't bet against America, he underscored, which prompted a chorus of USA chants. Okay, and I'm quoting again, it has never been a good bet to bet against America. Okay, well, that's good. The American, only in Vietnam, if you would bet against America, I guess you would be famous. And they didn't win in the other one either, but anyway. The American president stated that winning the competition with China should unite all Americans. See? And that the US is in the strongest position in decades to compete with Beijing or anyone else in the world. Really? Really, really? So you see, it's going to unite all of us because we have a threat right now. Okay, so let me see how we are doing in competing. Right? All right, let's see. How do we compete with others? So this article came from exactly today. I wanted to make a video, but I will use it here. And it's from Al Mayadeen. It's from today, 7th February, right here. US trade deficit sets new record at 950 billion. You know what it is? That we are not winning economically. We are in a deficit. You know what it is? We're losing. Okay? Imports from trading partners of the United States increased by $556.1 billion from 2021 to $3.96 trillion. Okay? There you have it. So, and it's all here, right here in this little article. If you care to see it, to read it, it's come from Al Mayadeen, English, right here. It's from 7th of February, today, 2023, I guess, right? Yeah, okay. Then check that out, please. And then you tell me how we are doing in the competitions with others, okay? So he's talking just as Goering said, to unite us against his failed policy. Where is the inflation? How is our standard of living? They tell us, oh, actually we're doing great. We're doing great. We just created, I don't know how many, 570,000 jobs in January and something like that. You know what? Just go around and see how many people are working. Just go in the grocery stores, for example. Go to businesses and say, I want a job. You don't see in the windows, I give you jobs. We hire. How is that? I've never seen this so many. This is the direct experience. And they kept telling us, yeah, they is the lowest unemployment. Yes, it's lowest unemployment to the ones that are still in the month looking. What about the ones that are not in that month and then they are not looking or looking. They're out of the system. How many are over there? Things that should not be told. So, I hate when this guy is playing with people's feelings, and I don't think he is honest in his I don't know, claims or whatever he's doing over there. Because if he would be really honest about that, he would do many, many other things that would really help the American people. Yeah, USA. He would make that. We start with the border. That would be the first one, for instance. And with many other things, okay? But no, he's not doing that. He's sending billions of dollars to Ukraine when things are doing greatly, right? We have a deficit. That means what? It's unbelievable. And supposedly we're in a recession. We're not yet, because they don't like the definition or something. Like you're jumping off a cliff and you're going down and someone said, hey, you're falling. No, I'm not falling. But I see you. No, I'm not falling. Because if you look the other way around, actually I'm flying up. I'm going up. I'm soaring. You see? But the situation is I'm going down, but I don't want to see it that way. So, this is a cheap way of, getting us united for about a day. But I'm suspecting that this China threat will be lingering from now on. So this is what's going to happen. I think tomorrow, the next day, the next week, the next month is going to be China threat. Stay united, go to work, don't say anything, because you help the Chinese, and that means you're on the Chinese side. And go in work, pay your taxes, watch TV, consume, not really, because you might make children. If you make children, you can't raise them unless the government helps you. No, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. But yes, don't mess with us because we're all together in this. No, we're not all together. No, we're not all together. You want to make it look like we're all together, like we're America, man. Yeah, okay. Then if that would be the case, then you would probably take care of the kindergartens. Probably you would help the mothers who, I don't know, lost their jobs. Maybe you would help people that try to be entrepreneurs. Maybe you would help, I don't know, with infrastructure. Maybe you would help with many, many other things if it's about us. But it's not about us. What are you talking about? USA, USA. Those guys over there, they're just his chorus. It's just that, I don't know if you've been in a church here in America, in some churches. If you go over there, that's a preacher, and then in back you got the chorus dancing. Yeah, say preacher, yeah, and then the oh happy day, oh happy, and they all sing together. And the whole church gets up because these guys are singing that when they all sing. These guys are over there, okay, they do it. And there's a lot of people who are anyway. That's it, man. I'm just irritated with this guy. It's unbelievable, and it's gonna work. And it's gonna work because these people here, they don't see it. They don't see it. And they're gonna, yeah, man, see, Biden is, well, what can you do, man? What can you do? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.